we will test the Morakniv Amberg knife hard. Will it survive?
Hi guys, my name is Johnny and welcome as I promised to the test of the Morakniv Amberg knife. In my first video I did a small unboxing of the knife and a more detailed introduction. So if you haven't seen the first video about the newest Mora Amberg knife, I recommend you check it out. But now let's move on to the knife test and find out what the Mora Amberg can handle. To start, a quick overview of the specs. The blade is made of Sandvik 12C27 stainless steel, hardened to 58 HRC. The blade length is 109 mm, thickness 3.2 mm, and it has a Scandinavian grind. The plastic handle, the core is made of hard polymer plastic and the surface is rubberized all around, so it doesn't slip in the hand. It has a guard on both the top and bottom, so the knife feels comfortable and safe to hold. The handle has a never more angular design compared to previous Morakniv models, and at the end of the knife there is a lanyard hole.
The blade is inserted into the handle to approximately 3/4 of its length, and the top of the handle is narrowed at the blade, which helps the knife to be better controlled and cut more precisely. For comparison, the Mora Basic has a wider handle at the top. The plastic sheet has a completely new design and consists of two parts, the main sheet body and an additional mounting system. A belt loop attaches to this mounting system.
On the knife handle there is the groove that can click into this click lock system and holds the knife firmly in the sheet. At the bottom of the sheet there are holes for water drainage or for cord attachment. A quick demonstration of carrying the knife on a belt. The sheet moves on a joint, so it doesn't restrict movement while walking. The sheet is designed for both right-handed and left-handed users. You just rotate it in the adapter. You can also attach Velcro straps to the adapter and mount it on a mold system or on a backpack shoulder strap. Perfect. And of course, the knife can also be clamped with the top facing upwards for more safety. The knife comes very sharp from the factory, sharp enough to shave with.
And finally, let's try some batoning. Phew, I have to say, the knife handled it excellently for its class. Of course, it's not machete and is not designed for it, but it handles it just fine. And it is also not an axe, I only want to show how the knife is durable. Prying with the tip. Thanks to its thickness and Scandinavian grind, it handles it without problems. The knife survived without any damage. And now let's do some cutting test. This is some hardwood and the knife cuts like into the butter. Preparing a feather stick from a dry softwood. I must say, the knife cuts into wood really well. Woodwork is a strong side of the Scandinavian grind and Morakniv knives in general. The tip also cuts well and is easy to carve with. The spine of the blade is very sharp, so you can scrape fine shavings with it. These shavings are great for starting a fire. Perfect. The spine throws sparks very well. The sheet can also be used to fan the fire, but using your mouth works better. Let's also test the knife in the kitchen while preparing food. Due to the thicker blade and Scandinavian grind, the blade tends to split some foods like apples or onions a bit, but with some skill it's manageable. Tomatoes are easier to cut since they are softer. After all these tests, chopping, cutting and batoning, the knife is still sharp and cuts without any problems. It is a chicken meat. Great. I have to say that even with the Scandinavian grind, the knife is still usable for food preparation. Not as good as a kitchen knife, but definitely usable, and thanks to the stainless steel, rust is not an issue. After use, you can simply wash the knife and water doesn't bother it at all, so it is a strong side of stainless steel.
So we have gone through all the basic tasks we usually use knife for, and I have to say the knife handled everything without any issues. Of course, it's important to keep in mind the function of a knife and what it's meant for. A knife is primarily a cutting tool, not a chopping tool, so even though it can handle some light chopping and batoning, it doesn't mean it's designed for it. For those tasks, we have other tools like axes or machetes. Personally, I'm not a big fan of batoning and chopping with a knife, but I wanted to show you what this knife can handle and how durable it is. If you want a more detailed description and specs, I recommend checking out the first video, the unboxing and introduction of the Morakniv Amberg, which I will link in the description and at the end of the video. So I hope this video helped you with your decision, and if you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss my future videos, and it also helps to build my YouTube channel. Soon I'm planning to share a review of the newest Morakniv Amberg knives and also do a small modification of this Morakniv Amberg. There is something to look forward to. So I'm finishing now. Take care and happy adventures!